Now, I want to get to, since we're talking about horror movies, and I'll have to be honest with you, my friend.
Okay.
I regret watching the movie you directed, Get Out.
Okay.
Because my thought of you and my perception of you changed.
Okay.
Before, like when you're doing Key and Peele, right?
Yeah.
You go, yeah, I know it's great, but I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he can do that.
Yeah.
I've witnessed it live for years.
Mm-hmm.
I know your talent level, right? And I know that you're an extremely creative dude and you have a good work ethic. But when I saw Get Out, I was going, what the fuck? This is next level shit. And I regret watching it because then now, how am I? And now it's fine. When I saw you, it's fine. Because we lock eyes.
We're in.
We're in. We figure it out. But there is a moment where you go, wow, that's the next level.
He's out of this world. He's beyond.
He's beyond the comedy. It's a different category now. And then when you see the dude, it's like it's almost as if you turned into J.J. Abrams in a weird way.
Wow, that's high praise. Thank you.
No, because I'll tell you why. It's not because you directed a fucking movie. Because I have friends that all directed a fucking movie. Mm-hmm. When you've been to your friends' movies and you watch it and you go, that's the worst piece of shit I've ever fucking seen.
Yes.
Yeah, happened, and then when they go, what would you think? I go, it's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's never gonna get distribution.
You go right into you're filling out the things after the thing. You just go right into the. I'm so into this. We're not going to talk right now because I want to give you some good.
But when you watch Get Out, you're going, number one, I've never seen this before ever. This type of movie. Mm-hmm. It's so relevant. It's very social in many ways, but it's also weird. It's got sort of like a Jacob's Ladder kind of a vibe to it, where it's like it's just got a weird vibe in itself. The energy of the movie, right? And he wins at the end, which is great. My only problem with it, I guess, is why the fuck is there an old Japanese dude with the white people?
Well, all right. This is like seems to be like a talking point. Like people are writing essays about this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second, but I do want to say, since the beginning of my career in Hollywood, you have been one of the people who has always believed in me. Maybe some of it was like you just being like, no. So yeah, I mean, I have to say, this is one of the things I was like testing. Have you seen it? Because you've always, back in the day, we go around and it's like, you're the fucking face of Mad TV and people recognizing you and people know you from your stand up and everything, and you'd always be like, wait, buddy, wait, this is gonna be you. No, you're gonna be huge. You're gonna be huge.
Yeah.
You talk to me like Robert Evans or something.
Yeah. I believe that.
And you believe that, and that means a lot. It meant a great deal to me, and so thank you. But I feel like you are in a Hollywood of filled with people who have fucking slammed doors in my face and all of our faces. It just keeps happening. You're one of the people that I feel like I've taken great drive from and inspiration, and
because we live in a world of bewilderment. We do. There is something about. I'm not saying that but there's something about, because I don't know what his marijuana usage is now.
It's rock bottom.
None.
Let's just say it's rock bottom.
Yeah.
It's rock bottom. I'm not saying I don't smoke weed. I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm not gonna put that on it, because then it'll feel weird.
Yeah, it'll feel weird. Yeah.
But the thing is, after years of smoking weed and being creative, the way I completed this script was by not smoking weed. Wow. Yeah. It's like the inspiration part, weed helped.
Yeah.
The execution part.
The final and the productivity that needs for the finish.
Because when I heard Sunken Place in the movie, right?
Yeah.
It is something that he would say.
Yeah.
Or we would
That's
say, like, we'd be
too.
in an apartment, right? You know what I mean? And we're really in the sunken place.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, this is weird,
That's a very Bobby Lee.
Yeah. And when you heard that in the movie, I go, that's
my guy.
That's my guy right there. The sunken place,
The sunken place.
And he would get, he smoked pot more than I've ever seen anyone at the time.
Yeah.
Not now. Zero now. Or maybe one.
I'm not a weed guy now.
Yeah, not a weed guy. Right, but every once in a while you'll dip your toes in.
Hey, you know, I'll leave that. I'm gonna leave that door wide open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that door wide open.
Right. It's a mystery.
It's there if I need it.
Right.
I might need it for a little inspiration.
Exactly. Dude, that's what I'm saying. And you know what, dude? I was sober all that time I met you, dude.
Yeah.
I never sweated you about a dog.
No,
I mean,
you supported me.
Yeah, we would see him walking down Highland. Yeah. First of all, he just got a car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got a car. So we hit 100 million.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Car with a bow came to my house.
Wow. So you had been taking public transportation.
No, I was.
Oh.
It was. That would be pathetic. No, my
That would be cool.
no,
that was kind of cool.
It's not nothing. No, my wife drove me everywhere.
Or Chelsea, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I mean,
Doing
seriously.
a TV show, yeah.
Talk about doing a service,
right?
But
we would literally watch him walk down the street, and we would just pull over and pick him up.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
I got good friends, and people would always be like, "What? You fuck? I mean, this frustrated you?
Oh my God,
great dude.
immensely.
Like, fucking, just get a car, just fucking drive." I'm like,
Because he's making money.
Yeah.
my whole thing was like, why would I get a car when I know you're gonna come pick me up? And we're gonna have a great time. I don't understand what the.
Yeah.
And I was like, the day you stop coming to pick me up, I'm gonna have to get a car.
Yeah.
And then you did. And I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, but to see him pull up, you should have seen the way he parked, by the way.
Oh, what?
I mean, he almost destroyed the car.
It's a little, it was not the best parking.
Yeah.
It was not my best work.
But
you were looking at me. It was like first time you'd see me drive. It was a lot of pressure. I was like,
Yeah.
oh God.
But watching him pull up in that
How
car.
old were you when you got your license?
36.
Amazing. I thought I was old and I got my license at 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I literally like a year and a half ago.
Did Chelsea make you?
And she didn't make me, but she asked me to.
Yeah.
For a while, and she asked me in the beginning. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And of course, like 2 years went by, I didn't do it, and then eventually I did it. I sacked up. Part of it was the not smoking weed anymore.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what, dude? Whatever you choose to do, that's you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck. But let me say this, though. I remember those times in your apartment and stuff, sitting there,
Yeah.
right? And you pitching me ideas and talking about things. You know what I mean?
Now, did we ever talk about Get Out?
We never really did. I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe it's vague.
Was Mad TV both of you guys' sunken places?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Marginalized. We would,
It did two things for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have gotten a job after that if I didn't get that. Right? So I think that because I remember not having an agent and then getting it, at least I got an agent and it put me on the map in terms of that. So I can't.
But you would have. I mean, dude, you're so much better than that show. Of course, you would have gotten work.
I know, but those are just assumptions, right?
That's the sunken place talking to you. That's the sunken place keeping you in there. Yeah, you don't know that fucking place. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sunken place kept me there.
I had a life crisis after I watched the movie because I had to think about the sunken place and I had these reoccurring dreams and I had to write it on a journal and get it out of me because I totally know what a sunken place is. And I'm like, that's what I've been dreaming of my whole life. And it takes me back to a place where I feel desperate and scared. And
right.
I get this. A lot of people with anxiety attacks or depression
it's all me,
or something, I've gotten a lot of people reaching out and being like,
Yeah.
this is what it feels like, man. How did you know? And it was one of these things where writing it, I mean, you can just imagine like writing it, that moment you sort of figure out the sunken place. It's like, oh, shit. Oh, these motherfuckers are gonna lose their minds. You know what I mean? Seriously, you know it's something universal. Yeah. I always thought of it like, I always had this thought of, when you're about to go to sleep and you feel yourself falling, but then you wake yourself up.
Yeah.
So I always thought, what if you didn't wake up?
Oh God.
Where would you fall to? And so that was the first nugget of that thing. And
it could be even be on par with like sleep paralysis, where the monsters come and you can't move. And you see the man with a hat and all of those things.
Terrifying. There's something about dreams that your brain is interpreting why you're neurals are shut down and why you're not move. So your brain's putting together this mythology, and the dreams. It's like Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, she's like walking up the stairs in Marshmallow, and she can't get up the stairs. It's all that feeling like I can't get away from this.
Yeah, that's why I hate having dreams of fighting people. Because I can never swing right, never lands right. I'm always missing.
Yeah. Do you dream, Bob?
Oh yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck kind of question is that? Well, I was born dreaming.
He doesn't remember his dreams at all.
I barely do either.
That's actually I read somewhere that
I know
that was
I dream. I just forget about it.
That was a sign of depression for some people. Is the lack of dreams.
Oh man.
I think I dream too, but forget about it.
We just forget about it. I think the moment you wake up and have a thought outside of sleeping is the moment you forget about your dreams.
But then why? Why sometimes? Especially back in the day, I would dream and it would just be vivid, and I would wake up and I would know it, and I'd be like, "What the heck?" And I loved these dreams. I mean, those are inspiring.
Yeah.
Do you think it has something to do with though that you live like I live in how do I say this? In an excitable world, right? I perform live. You know what I mean? We do things. You know what I mean? That it's very exciting. So like when I had no job and I was in my early 20s, I had no future. I was vividly remembering my dreams because maybe that's what I clung on to. But because of my, I don't know, my lifestyle, do you think that has something to do with it or no?
You mean you stopped dreaming because all your dreams
I
come
still
true?
dream. I still dream, but I just don't remember, or they're not as impactful, or
maybe
something.
you're getting older because the quality of your sleep as you get older deteriorates anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe it's you're doing so much expression. And like, you know, isn't like dreams kind of like bottled up things?
It's supposed to resolve. It's like your subconscious and a mix of other things, but it's supposed to be sleep is supposed to be restorative, and you're supposed to resolve conflicts in the back of your mind.
The only dreams I do remember are relapse dreams.
Oh gosh, those are bad.
If I relapse and I'll panic, right? I'll go, I relapsed, and those are the only ones I remember because I just don't want to go back. You know?
Yeah.
But
that's the sunken place.
That is the sunken place, is it not?
Is it not?
Did you know him when he was using?
No, I know.
No, that was the year afterward, and you know, is when I came into his life, and it was. I mean, you were a madman.
Yeah. There was a sketch one time where you were a homeless black man, right? And I was a head. Do you remember?
Okay. I wasn't a homeless guy.
Do you remember that?
I don't know why you thought I was a homeless guy.
But we did a sketch. Right?
I was your brother.
We were brothers.
How did you go from how did you get brother confused with homeless black?
I had a steering wheel in my chest.
All right.
The whole thing was we were like some like sad family.
All right. That's
like look at this. It was some kind of a parody of some documentary show.
Yeah.
Where it's like they're like helping. It's a home replacement thing. Like we're gonna surprise this poor family with a new.
Yeah.
And so we were like colorblind family, but
Right.
But why did you think I was a homeless guy?
I don't remember. This is what I thought, that you were a homeless black man.
Yeah.
And I was just like this severed like Asian head in your little.
No, this is a much better sketch. You're pitching a much better sketch than it actually
and then
was.
you were like trying to sell my head, or I don't know. Something like
That was a dream. That was a dream.
You're pitching a much better sketch.
No, we'll talk about back to the movie Get Out.
Okay.
May we?
Please.
But the social commentary in it, like I feel like, is it a glimpse of what it might be in an exaggerated way, the African American experience? Does that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
That's it. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like when you're in a. But I'm sure it's the same for. I mean, we're almost all minorities in here.
Almost.
Almost. Fucking.
It's probably how he feels now.
Yeah.
Poor George.
No, we've all felt that. But I want to get to the Japanese man.
Yeah.
Okay, so the is a very good guy. First of all, not a lot of Japanese actors in Alabama.
You did casting out of Alabama.
Casting out of Alabama.
Well, there you
So I had to go to use a friend, Gigi Oyama, who is Ken Marino's father-in-law, and amongst other things, he's a great. He's a karate master, and he's great in the movie.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, the thing is, there's many reasons I did it. Okay.
Okay.
One, it's a shout out to Rosemary's Baby, where at the end there's a Japanese guy there And it helps like just paint this picture that this society is fucking far reaching. This is an international, like in Rosemary's Baby, these aren't just like some run of the mill devil worshippers. This is the devil worshippers.
Right.
And so that's scary to me. It's to this idea. Then 2, the idea that because of the broken English, he's got to ask the question more directly. And it's like it helps
the barrier,
and it heightens the awkwardness of the situation.
Yes.
But then lastly, it's like what doesn't make sense? Old Japanese dude, billionaire comes, he wants to buy a.
It made perfect sense to me.
Yeah,
For me,
that's
when I
what,
saw
now
it,
you say it. Now I know.
Yeah.
in my head, I was like, there should have been more Asians. It would make more sense for me for them to auction. It would make sense.
Yeah, well, I had more originally, but I wanted to just whitewash it a little bit. But we gotta sell this thing. We gotta sell this.
You do have to sell
We
it.
gotta make money on this.
Too many jets.
Yeah, because I think at that point in the movie, you didn't know exactly what was going on, right? That it's like they're doing surgical, like all that. Well, we're giving away spoiler alert.
Well,
Yeah,
put it
sorry.
in the beginning, in the intro. Just a spoiler alert.
A spoiler
Yeah.
alert. Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it at this point and you're listening to your podcast, you're a fucking.
You're a
troll.
fucking asshole.
Come on.
And I hate
like-
you.
Jesus.
Okay, that's my friend.
Yeah.
Watch this fucking movie.
Thanks.
But subscribe.
No,
But also,
Subscribe.
but JJ.
Yeah.
Can you call you JJ?
You've always called me
I know
JJ.
JJ. Can I do it in an Asian accent?
Yeah, and a
Yeah,
southern one.
Yeah. JJ.
It's so weird when your Asian accent isn't up to par. It's not what it used to be.
It's not what
I
it
haven't
used
done it in
to
a while. I haven't done it in a while. Yeah.